Hi everyone. Basically, I wanted to mix it up a little bit today. So, what I wanted to talk about or discuss was positive role models. Now, I'm trying to do something a little bit different on this channel to obviously implement other viewers because, like I said as well to other people, that I don't just want to focus on mainly one thing on this channel. I want to sort of like bring in and draw in a bit more of a bigger audience in a way. So, obviously, like I get more subscribers and obviously, like I get more people commenting on different subjects that I'm doing. All right. So, today's topic in which I'd really like to discuss is positive role models. Okay. Now, like there's loads of different examples that obviously I'm going to try and like produce so as like you can understand exactly what I'm trying to say. Now what I mean by positive role models is I'll give you an example as number one. Okay, a positive role model, yeah, doesn't just have to consist of you looking up to someone else as an actual role model, right? You can actually be your own positive role model. Like for instance, if you've had a very bad past before, okay, so in the past you didn't really have like much of a mum or much of a dad that was there for you, or even like a few friends or family members that was obviously there for you like in the past, and you were sort of implemented in say putting yourself down a lot over the years and other people was putting you down, then obviously it gives you nothing to look forward to, nothing to help build your confidence or maybe even build your career up. And if there's no following or no commitment towards actually educating you and helping you out and obviously build up your self-development, then you're not really going to get anywhere. But it doesn't really stop you in the reality of it at the end of the day, trying to obviously like make yourself a better person. Okay, so I'm gonna suggest that if you really have no one or had no one before in the past to help obviously develop yourself or maybe even improve yourself, then start doing it yourself. To be honest, I mean, I'll give you a next example. Okay, me myself, yeah, okay, years and years ago, I didn't really have many positive like role models to help me sort of develop my skills in a way. I didn't, and like to be honest, I never really thought of it as looking at the other side of the fence. Okay, and what I mean by that is that I basically like I used to go around and like no one would really help me. I used to struggle a lot and like my education was absolutely rubbish and I didn't really understand a lot. I used to get very frustrated and wound up. And it's like in a way it's not really an excuse by saying I didn't really have any like say people helping me out. Okay, so I sort of struggled a lot through life. I really did. I'm going to be totally honest, as I always am on every single one of my videos. Yeah, I never really had anyone sort of showing me the way forward or helping me understand things. That's why I used to get very frustrated and wound up. Okay, even working out the simplest little things, I just couldn't do it. All right, but my partner has shown me so many different ways that obviously looking at things two different ways now. So obviously, like, don't just look at it the first way and then get stressed out and wound up if it's not working for you. You need to obviously like take a step back and have a think about it. Okay, so for instance, if I'll give you an example. If you get say a bill through your letterbox and then like you open it up and then you read it quickly, you just speed read it and then you think, oh my god, like oh all this money, like I don't know what I'm gonna do, whatever. What you need to do is read it a few times and then you will start understanding it a bit more. Okay, like another example, yeah. For instance, like with my mum and my dad, they wasn't really like there for me as much as what I hoped that they would be. Like for instance, with my mum, she left when I was only 3 years old. Okay, and obviously I was being brought up by my father. Okay, like when I was only three, all the way up to when I was 21, my father was helping me a little bit. Now with my education, right, none of them really stuck through my education to help me even understand like my homework or my coursework or any work at all that what I was doing through school. And like for instance, when I reached the age of 16, instead of like my father saying to me, "Oh, you should go to college," or "I'm going to bring you to a college because we need to better your grades," it never happened. But the only trouble is that for instance, I went like through minimum wage jobs. I wasn't really happy what I was doing at all, and the only person that I could sort of like blame for it is myself because it wasn't really down to my dad or my mum sort of putting me through education. It was down to myself. I should have pushed myself further. Okay. And like this is what I'm trying to bring out to everyone out there. Like maybe you think that you're not in a great position and you just can't reach out to anyone. Do you know what? You don't need anyone to do that. It's all about yourself, self-motivation, self-teaching. Just do it yourself. Like for instance, my partner, yeah, is in a sort of similar position as what I was in. Yeah, she didn't really look forward to her mum or her dad helping her out. My partner has actually raised two children by herself. Yeah, from the age of 16, she's been through hell and back, seriously. But you know what? Yeah, her kids, yeah, have been massively put through education because it's what their mum has done for them. Okay, like for instance, Tasha, yeah, she's going to university next year. She's only 17, and she every single grade that she has is either a distinction or merit, or it's going to be some high achieving award. Yeah, with like Nathaniel, yeah, his education is through the roof. Seriously, he's got his construction, he's got his personal training, he's got his engineering, he's got loads. Okay, and when it comes to his CV, his certificates are out of this world. So are Tasha's. Like, do you know what? They're amazing. But do you know what? It's to do with a positive outlook of a decent parent, right? So with my partner, she didn't look for her mum or her dad helping her out. She had it really hard. The same with me, but the only difference is that I never see it the way that she see it. Okay, now for instance, with education, right? I didn't have no education leaving school. I had nothing at all whatsoever. And the reason why I've got all these certificates now is because like she has shown me the way forward, that I don't really need like say all these excuses to put in the way, yeah, that I've been putting in the way all these years. It's not about excuses, it's about, do you know what? If you really want to push yourself, you can do it. Yeah, because I've seen it, and do you know what? After I've done it, I'm thinking, wow. After all these years, like, why was I worried? What was actually like putting excuses in the way for it? It doesn't make sense. All right. Other people as well, if they really want to make themselves like proper someone at the end of the day, then they can. Like it's not about say, oh, because like every time I go home, I have to sort of like listen to my dad bragging on about how he's like qualified, how he's got this and how he's got that. Same with me. I mean, this is another situation, yeah. My dad used to say to me, David, look, I've got all these certificates on the wall, yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if you would have like got a few of them? And do you know what I said to him? Well, do you know what? If you'd have actually put me through to college, maybe I would have. Yeah, that's the thing. Like for instance, my partner, yeah, she didn't have much of a a decent upbringing either. Like for instance, with her mother and father, they were not there for her at all, right? But you know what? The way that she's brought out her children, right, is totally different. So do you know what? There's no excuse. Like she's got two amazing kids, yeah. So we've got two amazing kids, and they're like proper clever when it comes to it. Like if say for instance, like they're very opinionated as well, and they think for themselves. Now, obviously, their mother has taught them that. That's the thing. That's the difference. All right. So a lot of other like kids out there, like they don't really understand like what's like wrong, what's right, because of the way that society is. Okay. But the trouble is, if you really wanted to make like something of yourself, you can do it. Like believe it. Like honestly, it can happen. Like for instance, with me, like I said, I had no education whatsoever. And then what my partner said to me is, do you know what? You can do this 100%. And with that small amount of little backing, that helped push my confidence level up. And then I started thinking, do you know what? I will go to college. And even though me, I mean, I'm 33, but obviously, like last year when I was 32, I was thinking, oh, I didn't know what to expect. There's going to be kids literally like younger than me in my class. And I just didn't know what to expect. I'm thinking, oh, I really don't want to go there. And I sort of started putting, as I said, excuses in front of it. And do you know what the funny thing was? Is even though I said, oh, I don't know whether I can do my maths or whether I can do my English, what a silly thing to say. Do you know what? I've done my maths, I've done my English, yeah, I've got all my qualifications for that, so I'm very happy now. My confidence is through the roof now. Whereas I used to judge myself and think, oh, I can't do it, I can do it. All right. And say, for instance, when I wanted to do creative media, I knew I had to do the video editing, I knew how to do the website building, and obviously, like the animation, I wasn't too strong. But obviously, like some subjects that you do, yeah, you're going to find a little bit more harder than others. But you know, one thing that I will say that it really helps you out as well, if you're studying or whatever, if you don't understand something, ask a question. Just put your hand up and say, excuse me, sir, or excuse me, miss, I don't understand. Can you just explain this a little bit more for me? And they will. That's what their job's there for. They're a teacher. They help guide you in a way. All right. So if you don't understand something, just raise your hand and say, excuse me, can you just repeat this again? Or can you put it or elaborate it in a different sort of text or understand it, and I'll be able to understand it. All right. But when it comes to like self-motivation is a very big thing. All right. So if you're not motivated at all, then obviously like you're not going to be like, you're going to be putting yourself down in a way. Okay. So you're never actually going to get anywhere. And like, for instance, if you're in a job, okay, and then like you're getting paid minimum wage as well, which I've been there, but like in a few times, so I'm not going to sort of like have an argument with other people as well that if they say, oh, I can't get up, do you know what? You can. It's down to you at the end of the day. If you really want to make something of yourself here, no one can stop you. It's your choice. All right. So this is a bit of a positive talk today that I wanted to implement and bring out to people. Yeah, if say for instance like you're thinking about changing your say like motivation to a bit higher now, and you want to aim for a little bit of a higher sort of rated job, go for it. There's nothing going to stop you doing it, and then don't ever put yourself down. Like for instance, like with my partner, yeah, she had no guidance from her mum, no guidance from her dad, and you know what? Look at her children now, yeah. Tasha and Nate, they're very, very, very smart people. And do you know what? Tasha's going to be a midwife, yeah? And I'm not talking about a normal wife, I'm talking about a private midwife, right? In the highest sector. And even, for instance, with her work experience, right? When she went to do work experience recently, she was even putting cannulas in babies' arms. And do you know what? For a 17-year-old to actually do that, and then she got like a decent reference from the hospital to say that she's definitely on her way. Yeah. When it comes to her uni, yeah, the second that she goes to uni, she's got every single qualification that she wants to get into the right uni that she wants to get into. So even with Nathaniel, yeah, his education is very, very high. And no matter what uni that he wants to get into, he can go to uni. And do you know what? Good luck to both of them. Because it's not about, say, them putting themselves down. Yeah, because do you know what? They have faced problems in the past. Everyone faces problems in the past, but it's how you deal with it at the time. And because they've actually got a very supporting mother, yeah, and obviously I'm here to support them as well, no matter what they need. We're here to support, we listen to them, we understand. All right. But even if they didn't have us, we could tell that they're still in the same frame of mind to obviously put the wheels in motion, and they'll be able to still push themselves and still get themselves and obviously like make themselves like someone at the end of the day. Yeah. So if what I'm trying to say is that like if you really wanted to do something, put your mind to it and you can physically do it. Yeah. You can be that different person. All right. Other people, yeah, they say for instance if like they're wondering about how they can say get themselves a little bit further in their education. Yeah. Education in most colleges are free now. Level 1 and level 2 is free to do it. All right. That's in most colleges. All right. So if say for instance you're thinking about doing a course, don't just pick any course that like just because it looks attractive to you. Yeah, ask questions as well. Say for instance like me, I didn't really know too much about say a certain subject, like for instance hairdressing. Okay, but my partner obviously like wants her hair done soon, so do you know what, I had to learn a little bit about it because I want to help her out. So I'm actually willing to learn other things that I've never done before. And you know what? I've learned it, and now she trusts me to help her out do her hair because she loves her hair being done, and she don't want to pay like hundreds of pounds like to obviously have it done. And you know what? I'm gonna help her out, and it's gonna look amazing. So I've done it a few times now in the past. I wasn't obviously too good at it at first, but once after I had a little bit of practice, I got really good at it, and now I feel more confident into doing it. And you know what? Now I've even taken other courses on International Open Academy. I've even done hairdressing courses as well. And you know what? For someone that's obviously into motorbikes and cars and like bicycles and obviously like say science and history and like I'm into maths. I really love maths now. But the thing is, say for instance, like even with the maths, yeah, it wasn't really my strong point before. I used to get frustrated and wound up and annoyed because do you know what? I never understood it. But now I understand it. I really enjoy it. That's the thing. I actually get a buzz out of doing it. I really enjoy like certain subjects that obviously that really appeal to me. Like for instance, even astronomy. I've always been into space. Even like my dream job when I was a kid that I really wanted to do, I wanted to be an astronaut. You know that. I actually really wanted to go into space and actually really enjoy it and like say explore something that I've never seen before. And like I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do a few studies about this because it's always interested me ever since I was a kid. Right, this is another thing. If you really want to do something, yeah, do something that interests you. It's not about just getting a job out of it at the end of the day. It's about, say, for instance, obviously I know now that I'm not going to be able to be an astronaut because obviously my qualifications are not as high as what you're supposed to be. They're not that academically as high. Okay, and obviously my age and everything now, I'm a little bit too old to obviously do that and the training and whatever. But do you know what? It still interests me and I'm still putting studies into that sort of subject because it's not bad to have extra qualifications, but you know what? I understand a little bit more about it. Like, for instance, the planetary, like, solar system, the alignment, different stars and different constellations, different planets. I think it's really interesting. I've even like watched a lot of documentaries on it as well. So, like I said, if say for instance you haven't got much of a positive outlook, yeah, try and change that. Wake up the next day and think, instead of putting yourself down and thinking, oh, it's another boring, depressing day. Oh, well, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it through the day with someone stressing me out. Do you know what? Don't think like that. Just don't. Change your way. When you wake up, think a bit more positive. I know bad things happen, all right? But sometimes good things happen for a reason. Yeah, like for instance, even if you're in a dead end job and you think, you know what, I've had enough of this, I just can't do this anymore. Yeah, Don't walk in and then be all depressed, because you know what? You only get one life at the end of the day. Yeah, literally, before you know it, like the time is up, and then whatever happens, happens. Yeah. So if you want to be a happier person and you want to be like a more confident person, just change your ways. Seriously, because you know what? I used to think the same way. I used to wake up in the morning and just think like so honestly like depressed. And I used to go into work and it used to this the same monotonous, boring thing over and over and over and over again. But I wanted to change that. And you know what? I used to think to myself, oh, I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that. But the way that it is you need to think you need to think differently at the end of the day. All right, because if you're going and thinking the same stuff every day, your mind's going to be mind-numbingly boring. Okay, like your education is not going to be improved anymore. All right, so the best thing that I can sort of suggest is that when you wake up, try and change your way. Just try and change one thing a day to make a little bit of an improvement for you. One thing a day, that's all it takes, just one thing. And obviously try and progress to two things, all right, three things. I mean, I'll give you an example. Every single day that like I wake up, I try and think, I wonder if I can do another course today, all right, and learn something else and learn something a bit different, all right. And it's all about practice makes perfect. Yeah, I mean, you might not be great at everything, but try and just give something like a go. Do you know what I mean? There's so many other things that you can do instead of like doing the same monotonous thing. All right. But when it comes to like a positive talk, this is why I wanted to bring this out, and it's very important to me. This is why like I think about a lot about these videos that I'm bringing up on YouTube, and obviously like it's nice to talk to people on the internet. It really is, and get my thoughts across. And no matter how you're thinking as well, yeah, put it down in the comments. Like, put it down below exactly what it is that you might have wanted to change, like in your life. And I'll be interested to listen as well, because it's not just about like me on this channel; it's about other people. This is what I want to bring across to people. So, say for instance, if like you're thinking a little bit bad, you don't know how to change your positive ways or whatever, just put it down in the comments below, and then I'll try and answer back with the best sort of method that I can. And you know what? I didn't really know how to follow, like, say, years ago. I really didn't. I used to put myself down and think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But you know what? My partner's made me realise, yeah? My partner's actually made me realise, you know what? She hasn't had much of a great life, but she's trying her best. That's the thing, yeah? She's actually trying her best. And you know what? She's shown me a different way in myself, yeah? I used to be like a sort of like a person that never used to think positively all the time. And then I've changed my ways big time. So instead of like waking up and thinking, oh, I wonder what I've got to sort out this morning. Oh, I can't be bothered. Do you know what? I wake up thinking, I can't wait to find out exactly what I want to do this morning. And even when I'm walking from house to house, or I'm walking like down the road, I'm even thinking every day now, I wonder what video I can bring out next. I wonder how I can implement it, or say implicate it in a different way. I wonder what different sort of subject I can work on. I wonder what people are going to comment. I'm always constantly like working out in my head daily exactly what to do. And then, for instance, like when it comes to positive thinking now, I never put myself down anymore. I don't see the point, because I don't want to wake up and then feel depressed and then annoyed or wound up or stressed out or like worried or anything. It doesn't make sense. What's the point in waking up and then feeling negative? Yeah, it's about positivity. Yeah, if you're negative all the time, you're not going to get anything out of life. And then, like, for instance, if you're walking down the road and then you see people that are just like hating, it's because it's just constant negative. Like, do you know what I mean? Negativeness. Don't think negative at the end of the day. Think positive. And that's, for instance, like even when I started to go college, yeah, I changed my ways. I was thinking, you know what? I will do this course. 100%. I'm going to do this course. I'm going to get my qualifications. And every single time, like time that I used to go to college, I used to think, you know what? What else can I learn today? Yeah, and even with the course that I'm doing now, I'm doing electrical installation level 1, and it's about electrical engineering as well. And you know what? I'm pretty good at electronics, but there are a few little things that I'm slipping up on. But you know what? It's a learning curve, and I'm learning about that. It's same with like every single day. It's all about a learning like curve. Do you know what I mean? So say for instance, if you wanted to wake up the next day and think, oh, do you know what? I want to be a plumber today. What's stopping you? There's nothing stopping you. You can do that. If say for instance you want to wake up and you want to be a hairdresser, you go for it. Do you know what I mean? It's all about being positive. Yeah. And I'm learning, like I said, I'm learning so many different things now every single day. And do you know what? The best person that I'm learning this off, I never learned it off my mum. I never learned it off my dad. I'm learning it off my partner. My partner is very, very clever. Seriously, there's a lot of different things that I still don't understand. And do you know what? I asked her advice. She helps me out a lot when it comes to like our kids, Nate and Tash. No matter what it is that they're thinking about, no matter what it is that their teachers have told them, they always come to their mum. And it's not about a second opinion, it's about a first opinion. They always listen to their mum first, and they value her opinion over the teacher or any other experiential person that's telling them. No, they listen to their mum first, yeah? Because their mum's opinion matters. It's like with me, no, like if I want to think about something, I always ask my partner. Because It's very true, and I always respect my partner's opinion, because you know what, no matter what she says is right at the end of the day to me. Yeah. And like a lot of people haven't been there for me over the past. And you know what? I realise that now. Yeah. And it's about what she has taught me as well. Yeah. That I'm actually realising is very, very true. And there's certain things like about, even for instance, like with the government that's happened, I never knew about the government before. Yeah. Even about, say, like, for instance, the laws and the regulations and the rules, everything. Like, I didn't know too much about that. But now I know my law. Now I know the rules. Now I know the regulations because I've asked her. And you know what? I don't even have to research it because I know it is true. Yeah. I mean, for instance, if I wanted to say second guess something with her, yeah, I will sort of second guess it. And you know what? She will show me like exactly what's happening on the internet. And like, you know what? She's right. Absolutely right. But when it comes to, say, like, for instance, positive influences, yeah, or people like that's going to be out there, yeah, don't always look around, say, to other people and think, oh, I really need to listen to them. I really need to do what that person's doing. Don't follow other people. Be your own person. Be your own leader at the end of the day. Yeah, confidence is a very, very big thing. Yeah, but if you're lacking confidence or you're lacking in positivity, yeah, you're never going to make it. That's the thing. Yeah, with life, you only get one chance. It's a one chance only life. And when you think about it, yeah, be your own boss at the end of the day. Yeah, don't be bossy, but be your own boss. Yeah, and don't follow other people. If other people are deciding to do this, yeah, that's great for them. Don't follow along like a little lost sheep. Yeah, and think, oh, I need to do what the crowd's doing. Yeah, be your own boss at the end of the day. Yeah, but you know what? It's been amazing talking to everyone, like it always is. Yeah, I thought I'd bring out this little video. And what I'm going to be doing is obviously other talks as well like this, because I find it very, very interesting. All right. But like I said, any question or any comment that you want to comment down below. All right. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. There's a little box around like this whole square sort of video thing, right? So like the second that you find it, say if it's down here, yeah, just click the subscribe button. Yeah, and obviously like and share this video as well, because obviously I want to reach out to other people. All right, but literally it's been really, really amazing to talk to everyone. All right, as it always is. I want everyone to have a lovely Christmas. All right, because Christmas is very, very soon. It's like I keep getting loads of presents, so I'm putting them all under the tree and wrapping them up because it's happening really, really soon. But like I said, it's been absolutely wonderful talking to you all. I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Whatever you do, make sure you subscribe. All right. But it's been wonderful talking to you. I want everyone to have a lovely day. All right. Take care.